God's blessings, people of hope. Well, in our Wednesday morning Bible study, we started the book of Job. It's a hard book, as it asks the question, does God have the right to tell His story through your life? And if you read it quickly, you watch Job suffer, and you watch Job's friends try to console him and then try to explain it. Because when we suffer, what do we often do? We ask why. But it's easy to overlook that in the beginning, Job loses everything, his health, his estate, even family members. But nothing happens to his wife physically. Oh, she lost sons and daughters as well. She lost all the wealth. She suffered alongside him, but nothing happened to her directly. And I've had people ask me, why is that? Well, here's the thing. When Satan goes to God, God says you can do terrible things, but you cannot take Job's life. He loses children and sons and daughters and all these things. But what we forget is his wife. The two become one. And she is protected by his suffering. Now, she doesn't realize that. And at the end of the story, she's restored and she's given new blessings and new family. And there's this celebration as he acknowledges that his kids that he lost are in the presence of the Lord. But there's this Christology, the little study of Christ that's in the story that we forget. You see, she watched her husband suffer, and in the end she was restored by the suffering of her husband. God's grace and God's mercy and God's compassion upon them. We in the church call ourselves the bride of Christ. We are made whole by the suffering of our husband, the body of Jesus Christ that was broken, that suffered immeasurably, and was done, why? For his bride. Just as Job's wife celebrated the restoration at the end, so too will we celebrate a restoration in the end. So right now, there's a lot to suffer. There's a lot to endure. There's a lot of challenges. But when you look to Christ, who suffers all on your behalf, it reminds us where our redemption comes from. That and many more. Join us Wednesday, 9:30 in the morning as we go through the book of Job together. And after that, on to Psalms.